I have a new video for you guys because the Ace family is being sued for $30 million. As you guys may have heard, Catherine McBroom's company, 1212 Gateway, is not doing well. Her own brand is suing her, and it's for millions. Catherine is demanding a jury trial, and it looks like this battle just begun. So let's get into it. As you guys probably know by now, the Ace family is a family vlogging channel here on YouTube with 19 million subscribers. I am personally not a fan of family vlogging. I find it kind of weird because they're pretty much exploiting their children for the internet to make money because they're not good enough being YouTubers on their own, so why not put their children all over the internet for all the creeps? But today we're not going to be focusing on their family, even though they've been posting a bunch of videos recently all about their children. We're going to be talking about the Ace family lawsuits. Well, actually, one lawsuit in particular, because they're in so many right now. If you guys want some updates on other lawsuits going on with this family, let me know in the comments below. But we need to talk about the one involving 1212 Gateway. If you guys have not seen my previous video, definitely go check it out because we talk about how Catherine McBroom's brand, 1212 Gateway, is now suing her because she's pretty much self-sabotaged the brand by taking the online password to the Instagram and the website, changing that password so the parent company cannot run the business. And now it has led to her getting sued big time. Let's talk about what has led up to this lawsuit, because TBL is the parent company of 1212 Gateway. Like I mentioned before, they also are the parent company to Her Body, which is pretty much 1212 Gateway skincare, just with the CBD removed. Like Catherine came in to TBL, took Her Body, removed the CBD out of it, and then put her name on it to sell. If you guys have not seen that video where we compare the ingredients, definitely go check that out. But this is a pretty small cosmetic brand that is now suing Catherine. In my last video on this situation, we talk about the fact that the company did call out Catherine for stealing the password, changing the password to her own company so that the brand cannot run itself, which has led to a lot of unhappy customers. But since that video, a ton has gone down. So pretty much Catherine's pleading to TBL was due on May 14th, but on May 9th, her lawyers and TBL lawyers decided to extend this date. They extended it to June 14th because the lawyers were in settlement negotiations and the judge agreed to extend it. Well, June 14th came and it went, and Catherine never submitted her pleading. Catherine's lack of response led TBL to notifying her on June 23rd that they're going to be pursuing serious legal action because she just went ghost on them. Keep in mind, she still has this company that is up and running and failing so many of her customers. In this email, they gave her one more day to file her pleadings, but of course she didn't. At this point, TBL is pissed because how is Catherine going to come in here, take the whole business away from everyone, and then when she's being sued by them, she just ghosts them? Like, who does she think she is? Well, TBL keeps their receipts, and they have been very open to the judge with how they've been trying to communicate to Catherine, but they've had no luck. So they had to up their game. Before the Ace family was sued for the big $30 million, Catherine's lawyer actually decided to drop out of the case and resign. Her lawyer's name is Darren, and this guy decided to get the heck out of this situation, probably because he saw that his client wasn't trying to cooperate and that he was on the wrong side of everything. So 4 days after her lawyer drops out of this case, maybe Catherine thought that she was going to get off scotch-free. But then she and her family was notified that she is being sued for $30 million. Okay, we need to back up and talk about this situation because $30 million, I mean, you guys know they've been having a lot of financial issues. Where is this money going to come from? How did you come up with this number? And I have a feeling that the number is really large for a reason because a lot of like celebrities and things like that and big cases like this, they will try to sue for a lot of money, knowing that they're going to get maybe, 10% of it, like not a lot of it. I mean, obviously, this company deserves a lot of money because they've lost out on a lot of money because Catherine kicked them out of their own business. But $30 million is a ton. At this point, TBL is no longer playing, and they're not going to allow Catherine and the Ace family to go over here and live their best life on YouTube and social media. At the same time, they've got a business with people who are missing out on their jobs and their careers, and they're not following through with, contract obligations and things like that. Something else I have heard about TBL is that they're using a very, very good law firm, like a law firm that I would never mess around with. And I have a feeling that they scored this big law firm because this law firm's known for winning a lot of huge cases, and this is a big case against a big famous family. The most recent thing to go down in this whole lawsuit situation was that Catherine's new lawyer actually did respond to what TBL has been claiming and to their $30 million ask. You guys can try to pause and read this for yourself, but pretty much it's a ton of lingo that is really hard to understand. Like, I sat here and read through this a few times now, and there are about 4 pages of where her lawyer is going against everything that TBL is saying and making it seem like Catherine is 100% innocent. The lawyer is pretty much asking the judge to dismiss everything throughout the whole case. I mean, there's no reason why TBL should be suing my client, Catherine. She hasn't done anything. And actually, on top of that, TBL, why don't you go ahead and pay for Catherine's lawyer fees as well? So this guy has a lot of ego trying to walk into the room and demand so much and claim that Catherine is so innocent. Honestly, it's probably what she needs because there are all of these defenses here in this document, but nothing really adds up to what TBL is saying. I mean, TBL's court documents are very straight up, which is a good sign that they're being forthright with everything that's gone down. This is very vague and just trying to write off everything and disconnect Catherine from this situation. Catherine's lawyer also makes claims that she has been following all of the contracts, all of her obligations, and there's no reason she should be sued. The prayer at the end of the court filing pretty much summarizes what Catherine wants to happen, and she wants the case to be dismissed. She doesn't want to be, summoned to answer questions for this. She wants to be completely disconnected, and she wants all of the lawyer fees to be paid off and to not owe anyone anything. Personally, I feel like the most odd request that Catherine's lawyer made was for a trial with a jury. I don't know if this is a tactic to try to push the court date even further into the future, because I don't think that a jury is going to help this situation. Like, in my perspective, I would think that a jury would sit here and call BS to Catherine and be like, okay, TBL, like, why? Like, you are in the right. Of course, why did Catherine ever go and change the passwords and do all of that damage? So they want a jury trial, which I don't think is going to, again, work in her favor. I think it's going to hurt her. But like I said at the beginning of this video, this is just the beginning of it all. And there's going to be a huge battle between TBL and Catherine over 1212. Actually, it looks like our next court hearing is in October, on October 1st. So we are going to be able to hear about what's going on with Catherine's team and TBL's team and what is their next stance at that time. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there are a ton of lawsuits that this family is involved in. And honestly, it hurts my heart because I feel bad for them, especially their children. But both Austin and Catherine are responsible for what they've done here. I can make a whole video about all of their lawsuits if you want me to, but I want to briefly mention this one. So pretty much, Austin McBroom has a lien on his house, which pretty much means that another company or entity owns property that's on his property because he has not fully paid it off. And this company called Heron, I believe it's Heron Rentals, is a mechanics company that Austin purchased from. So it looks like Austin and his family used rental, like mechanics or some type of mechanics from this company, and they weren't able to pay it off right away, so they had to put a lien on the mechanics, right? This isn't a small lien either. It's about $750,000, so a lot of money that they owe this company. Well, Austin had the balls to go and ask the judge to dismiss the lien on his, like the mechanics lien on his house involved with this company. The judge, of of course, denied this request because how are you about to scam out a company of almost $1 million? But of course, he tried, and it looks like actually the judge is siding with the rental company and going to allow them to be paid by the property when the property is sold because of that lien. So that's more money that Austin cannot get out of, even if he's going to try to. And I don't even really understand why he would try to sue his way out of this. If you guys want me to make a full video about that lawsuit, then let me know. Actually, I've got another video coming up soon about Austin again, because the whole social glove situation, he's just not paying out people, and there's more lawsuits happening. He's actually suing the company that ran the event and the guy that we mentioned, Paul, before in a previous video. If you guys want me to make a video about that, comment below, because the social glove situation, it involves a bunch of other influencers who aren't getting their money. But I do want to bring up something when it comes to This Is LNS. If you guys did not know, Austin has a little brother named Landon. He had a YouTube channel called This Is LNS with his partner Shyla. They broke up earlier this year, so now Shyla just has the YouTube channel to herself. Well, she was actually seen out and about recently partying for a friend's birthday, and I just wanted to show these photos because I think it's awesome that she's going out and living her best life with her friends, and that she's not allowing the whole situation with Landon to bring her down. Even though she hasn't been active on social media, I do feel like things are probably getting a little bit better for her, which is good news for me because I was really worried for her at some point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you want any other videos about these other lawsuits, comment below. And if you have any video ideas for me, whether it's Ace Family or anything else, here is my email. Feel free to email me. But until next time, I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.